5G device. Now everyone, including existing customers, can get a free Samsung Galaxy Note 20 after trade-in.
How come nobody's ever tried to be a superhero?
Dude, if anybody did it in real life, they get their ass kicked.
New tonight, people blocking the road with pillows and blankets. It's a protest here in Houston to honor Breonna Taylor. Activists say a grand jury's decision to not indict officers for shooting her in her home in Louisville is another slap in the black community. Marcelino Benito was at today's demonstration.
What do we want? Justice!
Far from Louisville, Kentucky, Breonna Taylor's name
Say a name!
rang out on the streets of Northwest Houston in a passionate protest led by Bishop James Dixon in Houston's faith community.
More justice was given to her neighbor's house, the walls of her neighbor's apartment, than were given to her.
Last week, a grand jury did not indict any officers for anything directly tied to Taylor's death. Back in March, Louisville police executed a warrant and stormed into Taylor's house as a part of a drug investigation. Police opened fire after Taylor's boyfriend shot first, thinking it was intruders. No drugs were ever found.
And it's very scary to know that this could happen to any one of us, that I can be shot in my sleep and no one cares.
Breonna was sleeping moments before police came in, so in solidarity with Breonna, Houstonians brought pillows and blankets and lay on the ground blocking the streets, imagining her final moments.
Yeah, I marched for my daughter. Breonna could have been my daughter.
Every woman who marched sees themselves or the ones they love in Breonna. They say it's a fear only black women comprehend and believe nothing will change until everyone understands.
During this protest, I have a voice. I get to say what's wrong. I get to say what happened and what hurt my feelings and why I'm so sad and why I'm so angry. And in this anger, I get to protest. I get to speak out and I get to tell people that her life mattered. Not just hers, mine, all black lives matter.
Will one protest make a difference?
Do I think that it's possible? With God, all things are possible.
These protesters hoping justice for Breonna is still within reach. Marcelino Benito, KHOU 11 News.
All right. All praise to the Most High Power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Bakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace and salutation to you, brothers and hopeful elect out there, pushing this word of truth and sincerity. This video is going to be Jake is Simple. All right. And if you look on that first video, that AT&T commercial, you know, you got the Edomite woman in the store talking about bigger deals. And then you got the Jake standing outside of the store behind the sliding glass door by himself with a mask on. Simple. Jake just simple-minded. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous how simple-minded our people really are. All right. At the end of the second video, you got protesters in Houston that literally brought blankets and covers and pillows and lay down in the middle of the street talking about justice for Breonna Taylor. Boy, Jake is simple as hell. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And our people, they love simplicity. You know, you try to tell them the truth, about what's really going on, how to make it, how a change is actually going to come, you know, in the kingdom of heaven, all that. They don't want to hear that. They want to continue doing the foolishness in which they continue doing, you know. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 18. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. And because they're simple, everything that they do is folly. From the marching to the protesting to looting to riots, fighting, just all kind of crazy, simple-minded stuff is folly that they do. But the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Those who have been given this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, they are prudent, and they're crowned with that particular knowledge in order to know how to maneuver in different situations. Okay? This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Now, if you're prudent, you'll look well to your going. You know, you'll assess the whole situation, see what's the best outcome, you know, what's the best decision I could possibly make in this particular situation. But the simple, they just act on feelings. You know, however they feel at the time, you know. Even simple things as dealing with these police shootings. You know, when you get pulled over by the police, you know, as the scriptures say, agree with thine adversary whilst thou in the way with him. You know, for he will, I'm paraphrasing the bill. Matter of fact, I'll just get the scripture. Let's see. Here it is, Matthew 5:25. Agree with thine adversary quickly whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. You know, the scriptures, it puts you up on game. It lets you know how to handle the different situations in which you are faced with. But the simple is not gonna attain to that. They're just gonna act on their feelings. Oh, I know my rights. Oh man, what you do? What you pull me over for? You know, it's like, well, it's no point even getting like that. Just like I said, agree with them, answer. You know, whatever question they ask, answer it. You know, not in an angry fashion. You know, just it's simple. You learn how to maneuver through it. You know. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 1. Verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know, my people do not consider. Our people don't know, and they don't consider. They don't consider the Most High, and anything that they do is all about them, you know. Because you bring about the solution, which will be, with the solution is pretty much, you're not going to get it in this kingdom. You're not going to get it as long as Esau, Edom is over you, or the so-called white man is ruling over you. You're not going to get a win, a W, okay? But our people want to know, what can they do to establish themselves now, to help themselves out now, you know? This is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Is not this spiritual Sodom in Egypt? They go down to the house of bondage for help. They're going to, you know, these politicians, these presidents, all these different things. They're looking to them for help. And stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither do they seek the Lord. They do not look unto the Most High. The Most High has all the answers right here written in these scriptures, but they don't look for them. All right? I want to get one more. I just thought of this one. Yep, here it is. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 30. I'm going to start at verse 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. And when you come to our people with the understanding, with the scriptures, to know, hey, what's going on, with how to maneuver through everything, they fan their hand at it. You know, that's the white man's book. What we going to do now, you know? Verse 10, we say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And that's all they want to hear. They don't want to hear, hey, the destruction of Babylon the Great, America's going down, the dollar is collapsing. They don't want to hear anything about that, you know. All they want to hear is how they can prosper here in this kingdom. Verse 11, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. They not only trust in it, but they stay there. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Okay? Our people trust in Egypt. They trust in oppression, and they want to stay here. Our people don't want to leave here. Like I said, you got the Jake and AT&T commercial outside of the store, not even close to nobody, all by himself, wearing a mask, talking to the woman behind the sliding glass door. That's fucking simple. That's stupid. Why? Okay. Then you got the Jake's out in Houston laying down in the middle of the street, calling themselves protesting. Why you keep, hold on, let me get that. The definition of insanity. Our people are literally insane. Let's see if they got the definition, the true definition of it. Lost such unsoundness of mind as affects legal responsibility or capacity, extreme folly, senselessness, foolhardiness. That wasn't what I was looking for. Let me see. Wait just a sec. Because yep, our people are insane. Let me try this one real quick. Because insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Mentally damaged, unsound mind, outrageous, excessive, extravagant. But the true definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. And that's what our people constantly do. They constantly voting and literally voting all these years. Nothing changed for the condition of our people, but they're expecting something different. Okay? Trusting in Babylon the Great, trusting in his dollar. Just everything. They trust in everything here, but trusting in the Most High is far from them. All right. So quick little lesson on our people. Jake is simple. So hope you edified. Shalom.